What do you feel like there's just some things collectively you guys could have done better as a team offensively?
Yeah, I think we just got a little stagnant. It's early, so we got to keep working on that, figure it out, get our flow a little bit better. But I think a lot of it comes from getting stops as well. Just got to get stops so we can push in transition a little better, get some early looks, keep guys going.
You said, the other day, like, hey, I've heard Wembanyama, you just had to experience it. I mean, what did you think just seeing it in person?
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. He's a different player. I mean, like I said, you can't know what it's like until you're out there on the court with him. It's something I've never seen before. So, I mean, he was great tonight, but we got to do a better job of trying to just take away some of his looks, and we can't foul him as much as we did. So, just things like that, just not giving him as many easy looks.
How do you assess your play tonight?
Not great. I mean, obviously didn't play incredibly well, but got to move past it. Turn our focus and start getting ready for Friday.
Did you feel like you were starting to assert yourself a little bit in the third quarter?
Just trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Trying to assert myself a little bit, but just trying to take what was there. But I got to be a little more aggressive off the rip.
Was that the result of the conversation at halftime, or you just felt more comfortable being more aggressive there?
No, just reflecting. Reflecting on the first half, coming here thinking about it, and then just taking what defense was giving me.
Cooper, saw midway through the third quarter, Kyrie is having a conversation with him around the time out. What's the message that he's giving you in that moment?
Just keep your head up. It's a long game, a lot of possessions left. So just forgetting about whatever had happened and just continuing to play and keeping your head up.
Like when you're facing just generally a team with like a great rim protector, like how do you, try to counteract that, or like what are like the counters of facing a great rim protector?
Yeah, just gotta move the ball. I just know he's gonna be there to protect every time, so he's gonna be able to move the ball around. When he comes to help, just find an open man.
I'm kind of glad this one's over.
I mean,
just the whole scene and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited, but yeah, I think I'm excited to keep going. Obviously, it hurts, first loss being like that, but I just trying to look forward to the next one, turn the page and get ready. We know we got a lot better than that, so just staying positive and staying ready and just being locked in on the next one.
It sounds simple, but was it what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, it's basketball. It's not always going to go your way. It's not always going to be perfect, but just got to adjust and be better on the fly.
What were your thoughts on the reception from everybody, and your family on the bench there, near the bench? Just talk about just the reception you have from the fans and your family being part of this.
Yeah, man, I felt a lot of support. The fans were great. They had a lot of energy, but, we had to give them something a little bit more to stay hyped for and stay ready for. So that's on us, but, they showed up and they were great.
You mentioned just getting ready for the next few games. I know it's your first year in the league, but can you use any benefit that the first 5 are at home?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be good for us, get our flow going, figure some things out, and like I said, just adjust. It's new, it's early, but I think that we can do a great job of just adjusting and figure it out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Foul calls was a little bit questionable, but when he's 7'3" and you stand in front, nobody's gonna block his shot, and he's shooting over the top. So, at that point, you just pray that he miss. I think he got us in foul trouble. I mean, we got him in foul trouble, coordinated for all the bigs in this game. Both sides were in foul trouble. And so that kind of take away the aggressiveness on how you play defensively. We'll go look at tape, and figure out ways to get better. I don't think that was even, the reason they beat us. We fouled way too much, especially in the second quarter. Our defense was non-existent. Our transition defense was terrible. Excuse me. And they scored 30, and all the quarters except the first quarter, they had 28, I think. So, we're not going to win like that, but we learn from it and move forward, get ready for Wednesday.
What do you hope Cooper takes from this game?
Who?
Cooper?
Game 1. I mean, look, he's still a rookie. I was the same way. You coming in and preseason obviously good, but when that game 1 come around, packed stadium, national TV game, and I'm not sure if he's a social media guy or not, but you start, everything was, number one pick Cooper Flagg and Wemby matchup and like all this stuff. So you start, you're hearing it, and I'm not sure if it got to him, but I mean, his first game jitters, when it's time for the real thing. So he'll be fine. I was trying to talk to him, throughout the course of the game with some plays that he had, and he was asking questions, but he started to kind of like get himself going in the third quarter. But I mean, it's game one. We're all going to be better. Who? Yeah, same thing. The ball was moving. Gonna watch film tonight, just kind of see. I don't have to see. I know it. I was out there, and I know that we were playing a lot of isolation basketball. We're not going to win games like that. I mean, we got guys who's capable of doing it, but we don't want to play like that. Especially when we're having bad offense and guys aren't making shots. We got to be able to, move the basketball from side to side and get good looks, and we can live with the results then. But coming down playing one-on-one, I was a big catalyst of that tonight, and we just got to continue to move the basketball, run our sets. At times we did run our sets. We got something good out of it every time. So, get back in the lab, watch film, and do a couple cleanups and get ready for Washington.
Talk about your growing role as a vocal leader for the team, kind of how you galvanize the troops to move forward.
After the game, I just told guys, look, this game 1 of 82. We stay even keel. Like, obviously, we don't want to lose, but we wasn't going to go 8-2-0. The way we lost is disappointing, but the good thing about it is all correctable. Everything that we did tonight is correctable on our end. It was a lot of self-inflicted wounds on both ends of the ball. So, we watch film, we clean it up, and then we figure out how to get better and get ready for our game Friday. Just tell the guys stay even keel, and we can't get too low about our loss. It's okay to feel upset and angry about your performance and about the loss. I feel the same way, but tomorrow's a new day. We got another one around the corner. So the most important thing is stay even keel, and no matter how you cut it, if we lost by 70 or won by 70, it's only one win and one loss. So that's really it.
With you saying that some of the issues were preventable or fixable, offensively, how do you think that you can get those issues from tonight fixed and moving in the right direction?
Game one generated a lot of turnovers, which is expected. It's because the game one feel, right? Everybody's excited. Everybody's eager. Everybody want to score. I think that third quarter we played some good basketball just because we started to settle down. We just couldn't get stops, and they were making some tough shots. But I think we'll be fine.
Is your eye bothering you because you keep rubbing it?
No, it's just something in my eye. Just trying to, These towels are new towels, and all the lint is getting,
What do you guys have to do to play offensively the way you want without a pure point guard in the starting lineup?
Move the basketball. With all of our guys being, 6'8" and higher, we're going to have a mismatch at one of the positions, and we just got to be able to move the basketball, run our sets, make turn good shots into great shots. But it's tough. Like I said, tonight everybody, wanted to get theirs. We're playing a lot of isolation basketball. We're going to have, mismatches. We think, Cooper is more than enough to play point guard. PJ, is more capable enough to play point guard. Myself, like whoever we need it to be. But we just gotta, just do what we're supposed to do: get to our spots and run our offense. And the ball's gonna find an open guy. So once we do those things, like I said, we'll look at it on film, see how we can get better. I know y'all see we have these two words, trust and compete. We just gotta, continue to trust each other. Make the right play for your teammate, and then they'll make the right play, for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think both teams were hacking, and so everybody was in foul trouble. For D-Live was the first candidate, so it changed the rotation, and so. But you still got to find a way. And I thought the end of the second is where we kind of lost our focus on both ends of the floor, turning the ball over, and then on the defensive end. But when you give up 31 fast break points, you're not going to win a lot of games. So this is good to learn, game one, to learn from. And then on the offensive end, it seemed like we were just making plays for ourselves and not others. So that's something that we'll talk about tomorrow.
What are your main takeaways from Cooper's performance? What are your impressions today?
Yeah, I thought Cooper played within himself. He took what the defense gave him. He was making plays. He's diving on the floor. He's one that's not going to go out here and just shoot every time he touches it. He tries to play the game the right way, and I thought he did that in the first half. And I thought he was comfortable, came out there in the third and started to look to be aggressive, to take some shots that he knocked down. So I thought he played well. Now the stat line is not going to say that, but no one in this room is sitting in his shoes. And so I think he, again, as a rookie, did fine. And he's going to learn from this game. We all will, and we'll be better next time we take the floor.
San Antonio had 68 points in the paint. Obviously, some of that is just Wemby being unstoppable. Some of that is the fast break points. Was there more to it that you diagnosed?
No, I think you diagnosed it perfectly. Wemby was really good. Also, the block, we got to rebound the ball. We didn't rebound the ball. Defensively, we got to rebound the ball. They come up with second opportunities that turn into paint scores or open threes. So we got to be better.
You kind of touched on it a little bit with Cooper, but were you happy with how selective he was with the shots he was taking, or would you want a bit more aggressive approach maybe that he had in the second half?
I like the way that he plays. I'm not going to sit here and change his thought process. He's going to be one of the best players to play this game. So for him to see as a rookie how they're playing him, to be able to go back and watch the tape because he's going to see it again against Washington so he can get better. I think, again, his talent level, being able to run the show and play defense is at a very high level. And, with a double-double to come out as a rookie, as an 18-year-old is not bad.
Wemby's obviously an incredible talent.
Pretty good, yeah.
Do you see a difference in him now as opposed to when you've seen him before?
I think his strength, I think his balance. He doesn't spend a lot of time on the floor. So I think being able to be that tall and being able to move and do the things that he does, he stays on his feet. So whatever he's working on, his core or his strength, you can see that being able to deliver the blow when he's dribbling and then being able to shoot over anybody. And he did that at a high level tonight.
Aside from Wemby playing at such a high level, this is a team that's built on defense. You guys gave up 125 points tonight. Just overall, what went wrong on the defensive end tonight?
Yeah, it would be our offense. It starts offensively. So we got to be better offensively, then that will help our defense.
And then going back to offense, earlier you mentioned you guys had trouble creating shots for others. How can you guys get better at that?
We didn't have trouble. We just didn't pass the ball.
Okay.
That's the easy fix. Just make a play for a teammate.
What were your main takeaways from Ryan Nembhard's performance today? What does it say for him to go from undrafted to receiving these rotation minutes this early?
Yeah, I thought he was good. Trying to, get everybody organized and run the show, and then when the shots presented himself, he took them. I thought he played really well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I think just being in early foul trouble just kind of hurt us. They got a rhythm going. We couldn't really get the pace set on offense or defense, and it kind of obviously hurt us. So I think the good thing is we got a lot to learn from, a lot of film to watch to get better. It's game one. A lot of games left, obviously, so nothing to do but learn from it. He had a great game tonight. He's 15 for 21, so, pretty much hit every shot he took. So we got to do a better job of not fouling, a better job of being solid, and it's a team effort. We can't just leave one guy on him.
What do you say to Cooper after a pretty shaky
It's one game. Coop's gonna be fine in this league. Everybody knows that. So for us, like I said, it's just one game. A lot of stuff for us to get better at and learn from. So just keep going.
What positives can you take away from this game?
Well, we weren't good at anything, so we obviously have a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to work on. So we'll be better, and it's just one game.
What sort of problems did Wemby create for you guys out there tonight?
Defensively, he blocked shots, he stopped lobs, he was in gaps. We just didn't take advantage of him being high on the top of the floor. So I just got to do a better job of being smarter while he's out there and just make better decisions as a whole group.
What are just some initial thoughts you have on the paint defense and just transition defense?
Like I said, I mean, nothing looked good tonight. We have a lot of room to grow in every single area. So just tough loss and obviously a lot of room to grow. Thank you, guys.